Okay, third graders, for the math lesson today, Tuesday, we are doing 7.9, locating fractions on a number line. Okay, so you're going to need your math journal, and you're going to turn to page 240. Okay, so our math message on the top of page 240 asks you, it says, everybody have page 240, the whole is the distance from 0 to 1. Label 1/2 where you think it should go on the number line. Share your thinking with your partner. You don't have a partner, you just have me today. So this is the number line they're showing you. And they're kind of trying to trick you because they want you to get mixed up because there's more than one whole here. Now the first thing you need to do when you're partitioning a number line is decide where the whole is. And the whole is the whole, W-H-O-L-E, like we talked about last time, or last week, is from 0 to 1. So that's where you're going to decide how to partition things. Don't be distracted by this, okay? So if they want you to show where 1/2 is, you look at the 0 and 1. You go about halfway, and that's where you're going to put 1/2. I don't know, can you hear my lid of my marker falling? Okay, so don't let that fool you. Always look for the whole, which is 0 to 1. That's the whole on a number line. Okay? Just to let you know, this one, if we did half here, that would be 1 and 1/2, or better yet, what you've learned to call it, 3/2. Remember that from last week? Okay, now for number 1, it says listen to your teacher's directions. Yay, you get to listen to me again. Okay, so number 1, take a look at that line and think to yourself how many holes there are here. Okay, this is the same type of number line. They're almost the same size in your book. It's just that they've decided the holes are going to be smaller, so don't get confused by that. So even though the line is the same length in your book, you have to pay attention to where the 0 and the 1 are. So if we're going to label half on this one, 1/2, you're going to look at the whole here, 0 and 1. You're going to eyeball it to where halfway between there would be. And you're going to mark it 1/2. Okay? And you know how to do that. That would be 1/2. This one would be 2/2. Then halfway between here would be 3/2. 4/2. Halfway between there would be 5/2. And over here would be 6/2. Remember how we did that last week? Okay, don't forget about that. You're going to need that today. All right, and your number 2 on the math are page 240. They've even partitioned it so that the whole is even smaller on this one. Think about how many holes there are on this one. There's 1, another one 2, another one 3, another one 4, another one 5, another one 6. Okay? But we want to know where 1/2 is. So we still, it's shrunk down more, want to find the halfway mark here. And we'll mark it 1/2. So I want to see that you've done this page and that you followed with me and marked it. So please send me a picture of page 240 so that I can check you off that you've got that. Now I do not have a picture of page 241, but I would like you to turn to that page. I have one in my book, but I can't print from home. So take a look at page 241. Read the directions with me, follow with your finger. The whole on the number lines below, is the distance between 0 and 1. Partition, that means to make the little line, each number line to locate and then label the given fraction. Hint, on some number lines there is more than one whole. So let's check out number 1. There's only one hole on that one. It goes from 0 to 1, so not too tricky there. They want you to make the mark, partition it into thirds, and mark 1/3. They want you to write the fraction 1/3 where it should be on the number line. Okay, number 2, there's one hole again. But the given fraction is 2/6. So you're going to need to partition this line into sixths. Like a snake, sixths. And write the fraction 2/6 where it's supposed to be on that number line. Number 3 is again one hole. The given fraction is 3/4. So you'll need to partition that number line into fourths and write the fraction 3/4 where it should be. Number 4, still one hole. The given fraction is 6/8. So you're going to need to partition that line into eighths. Write the fraction 6/8 at the right spot. And the try this is a little trickier. Don't get confused. It's an improper fraction, 8/3. But we know that the hole is between 0 and 1. Even though there's 3 holes there, the one we want to think about first is 0 to 1. And then look at the denominator. The denominator is 3. So you need to partition it into 3 parts between 0 and 1. And then continue those 3 parts up to 2 and up to 3. And as you count the thirds, you'll figure out where 8/3 should be. Remember to concentrate to find out how to divide it. Concentrate on the 0 to 1. It needs to be in thirds. Okay, I look forward to seeing a picture of page 241 from you also. And then math boxes, page 242. Let's see if there's anything that looks tricky there for you. Number 2, it's going to be more than one answer. Okay. Otherwise, let me know if you have any questions. So send me a picture of 240, 241, and 242. And thank you to those of you who are making sure I can see the pages. Thank you very much. It's hard to see your pencil if it's not very dark. And if the iPad is tilted, it's really hard to see the top of the page. So I appreciate that you guys are caring more about that now. Okay, have a good day.